How many years does it take to create change?
How
long does it take to create change?
Like, seriously, it is a good question. And how many of you guys, is your blood boiling? Because mine is too. Like, so again, it goes back to what I was saying before. I don't care. Seriously. Oh, because when does it stop?
In American crime ran by Democrats. Why?
First, I will tell you. First of all, it's where African Americans are living. So let's bring up Chicago in particular. What you have had in Chicago is you've had some of the greatest racial segregation, not in 20 years, not in 30 years, but literally in 100 plus years.
Led by Democrats.
No. Here's the deal, though. Okay, I will show you how. Mississippi has the largest percentage of black people in America, run by Republicans, broke as hell. Explain that. Explain me the highest.
He said cities. Roland. Calm down, Roland. He said cities. So this is what happens in these kind of conversations. I hate the changing of the goalposts. PBD clearly said cities. Roland is getting ready to play himself and change topics. It is it's hilarious.
Tell me when you have hold on, wait.
Don't spin.
No, I'm not spinning.
No, don't change.
No. What I'm showing you.
Let's stay on topic.
Hold on, wait. Hold on.
Let's stay on topic.
We're
the
on
topic is crime 27 out of 30, not economic. Economic is a different story.
No, it's not.
But I agree with you that we need to get the financial situation.
No. And you're making the mistake.
You went to Mississippi. No, you're making the mistake.
No. Here's the mistake you're making.
27 out of 30.
Here's the mistake you're making. When you say crime, I just obliterated a black conservative in my show on this whole issue. When you say crime, you have to then say, okay, what creates crime? No, what creates crime?
Let people like Roland Martin tell you that the country is a bad country, or like don't get me wrong, we have our issues, true political issues that we do need to discuss. I do believe that our elected officials are bought and paid for, but the whole moral argument of America being a bad country, racist country, this country, that country, never let these people tell you that. You know why? The thing about having your parents born in another country and having another culture is that you see the other side. You know the other side very, very well, more than Americans do. Like, Americans who are foundational Americans, white, black, whatever. Because in no other country could you say, or at least the country that my parents come from, you could not say we have a crime problem and what we need to do is talk about why we have that problem. No. You know what the answer to that is? I don't care why it's happening. Shut it down. Put the criminals away. I'm so sincere. There would not be programs or anything like that. Look, I'm not saying, oh, Haiti's run so perfectly. There's a lot of things that happened or whatever, but I'm just saying as a quick, just to let y'all know, this conversation is a very privileged conversation for this man to have with Patrick Bet-David.
What creates crime?
When people are not doing well financially.
What else?
Your surrounding environment, who you're around.
No, what else?
Pick up habits.
What else?
Bad policies.
No. What else? See, you're jumping to policies.
But it is bad policies. Wait a minute.
No.
If I lead a company,
The underpinning. Hold on, wait.
If I run a company and I'm the CEO of the.
By the way, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. And he is so annoyingly animated. It for real for me. Like, if y'all can see my face, I'm like disgusted watching Roland Martin. I am.
Company. If the company improves or doesn't improve is based on my policies. I'm the head running the company, the department. If it doesn't improve, it's because of me.
So let me.
What else would it be?
Let me lay it out to you again.
Go for it.
When you talk about what is the underpinning of crime, John Hope Bryant, founder of Operation Hope, this is what he said. He said, "Show me a community where you've seen a riot with a credit score of 700 or higher." The reality is, when you talk about crime in this country, you're talking about economics, you're talking about education, you're talking about housing, you're talking about health. Mm-hmm. Show me areas where you do not have high crime. I'm going to show you areas that don't have the same, aren't as compacted. That's first. What you have is, when you talk about crime in places, you then look at what are the numbers of people there? What are the pockets there? What are those communities? And how did those communities How were they created literally not over 20, 30 years, but literally over 50, 75, 100 years? Now, that was Jim Crow.
How many years does it take to change?
What are you talking about?
How many years does it take to create change?
When you have,
how long does it take to create change?
Like, seriously, it is a good question. And how many of you guys, is your blood boiling? Because mine is too. Like, so again, it goes back to what I was saying before. I don't care. Seriously. Oh, because when does it stop? You know what I mean? Like, when do we stop with the excuses, man? We're broke, so you had the right to kill somebody for the $30 they just made in tips out of their. Like, I know somebody who that almost happened to. When I was younger, we used to work at Hula Hands, and he was saying that the guys were going to shoot and rob him. He only made $30 that night. Okay, so hello, like, what are you saying? It does not give you the right to do anything to anybody else. Oh, well, we need to find a way for the people to get money so then they'll stop doing crime. How about we make examples out of one or two criminals, and I think everybody would be too afraid not to follow the rules. Oh, by the way, I'm not the one who says this by myself. There's a lot of black people who I know who say the same exact thing. I didn't even tell you what really my policy is. I've heard black women say even worse. And it's not worse, it's that they're tired of the BS. And the reason I have to say black is because black people own the crime issue as if it is genetically innate for them to commit crimes. Seriously. It can't be that genetically innate, because then so what is it, like a black American gene thing? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, because then all black people would just be committing crimes. Like, to me, it just does not make sense. Why make this your issue? Yo, put the criminals in jail. We have programs already. Get the bullets out of the street, put the criminals in jail, and let's get the kids to the programs, right? Now, don't get me wrong. There is an influence that happened in the civil rights era that has been damaging for black people. White people, it's happening to you now. This is live necessary. This is something that, in about 7 days, I'll be going back live again, and we'll talk about it, right? But America really needs to know that what happened in the civil rights movement and the influence and what came out of that, it's happening to the rest of America, and it's not good. And then the last part is this. I don't care about all the root causes anymore. We're long past that discussion. We give the programs. They have first-time home buyer programs and everything. They have it so much now they're giving it to illegals, right? So all the programs are there. Nobody either cares or knows or want to deal with them. Put the criminals in jail. I don't care if all of them happen to be black. Put them in jail.
First of all, you talking about a black in America.
How long does it take to create change?
When you have had, walk through 243 years of slavery, 92 years of Jim Crow, and then you get to 1970 when you are technically fully free, you can't act like all of that before did not impact.
But for some reason, Booker T. Washington was able to do that, right? And he told black people after slavery, don't even start getting all emotional. Don't start getting all worked up about they don't love you and what they did to you. Focus on building yourself up, marketing yourself, and the money will come. With the money will come the organic, not to say acceptance, but integration, for real, right? That's not what we did, though. That's not what black folk did. They started to, but communism, Jewish people and black people opened up the NAACP. First it was Jewish people. Black people weren't allowed to be in it. And then now you get everybody wham crying. You start to get these protests, these marches. There's so much more to this story. Again, it is worth a live so that you can understand the fabric of America and understand a lot of the reasons why I say abolish the civil rights movement. Now, again, when we go back, so this turned into me really talking about the situation. I'll play a little bit more, but it's hard to listen to this conversation without wanting to jump in. But when we go back to the crime situation, to the Democrat-ran cities, yes, policies is a part of it. When you have, what is his name? Not Krasner. Larry Krasner here in Philadelphia is saying, I'm not going to arrest your teenage kids, and black people behind him are clapping their hands. This is warped to me. Again, criminals, I don't care who they are, what they look like, they need to be arrested.
Issues that you're having now have to do with not Democratic or Republican policies. It has to do with literally white supremacy and Jim Crow in America. We are still, to act as if we are still not dealing with that. How did housing discrimination take place in this country? Do you know who created it? The realtors. They apologize for it.
Why are you going away from the question?
No, because
Roland,
here's the deal, though. You don't want to deal with what creates crime areas.
You got to realize this. Listen,
I'm dealing with the real truth. How they create it. What you're dealing with is, there are Democratic areas. What I'm dealing with is how do you deal with the historical reality of neighborhoods that simply can't be just, we elected one person and then it's going to change.
Roland,
doesn't work that way.
Roland, I'm Middle Eastern, okay? I was born.
So he's going to probably go into like coming into America and everything that he did and all that. Like, I get that. And so again, I know how to deal with it, but my way, it's too realistic. Everybody wants the content. Nobody wants to solve anything. Everybody wants the content. They want to be able to still talk about what we can do for the black people. All of it. Roland Martin too. God forbid we implement some real changes, like some real like law and order type of changes, and start cleaning things up, and then investing back into the cities, right? Instead of, reforming jails and doing stupid violent programs for first, second time offenders or whatever, and like really making examples out of people and waking people up to say, you know what, let me get it together, guys, because I'm not really trying to, mess myself up. I think I'm worth a little bit more, and things actually started working out. Roland wouldn't have a show, right? So these are still the shucksters, they dance too. He's still a dancer, right? And he has money, but he needs the black condition to remain where it's at, because what would he talk about on his show? I'll see you guys at the next one.